Hey, what's going on, family? This is Eric Mitchell here for another family time. Obviously, what I want to talk to you about is the police violence against unarmed blacks. I want you to look at this video for a moment.
My biggest question to them is, what is y'all's protocol? What makes you shoot a man who does not have a weapon in your hand? We don't even have those rules over in Afghanistan, and we're at war.
Obviously, but what I want to talk about first is the idea that police have a catch-all phrase that supposedly legally indemnify them for their actions is fucking crazy. I was in fear of my life. So the fuck what? Soldiers are held to the responsibility of positive ID. You can't fire. Somebody can't open fire from a crowd and you spray into the crowd. You have to have eyes on the motherfucker who did it, and they have to have their weapon pointed at you. The fact that if a motherfucker is reaching in their hands in their pocket, if a motherfucker is, and you shoot him, there has been numerous fucking shootings that involve police, and once they say, oh, I'm in fear of my life, oh, they're in the right. Fuck no. If you're in fear of your life and they causing you to shoot an innocent, unarmed fucking man, you need a new line of business. That's just dead simple. You shouldn't be able to have that job if you're that skittish. The training you have that you don't, your first order of business when you see someone who doesn't look like you is to fucking put your hand on your weapon, because that's an escalation. I don't give a fuck who you are. You could be having a legitimate conversation with a cop, and the moment they put their hand on their gun like this, that changes things. Oh, I didn't escalate the situation. The moment you take that little fucking belt, that button, and pop that motherfucker open, that raises the tension level exponentially. And there's no way you can fucking say otherwise. The situation that bothers me the most is the woman on the highway, because the original call was a vehicle that stalled in the road. That can happen to anybody. You know, I don't have a car. I've never driven before, but I'm pretty sure vehicles stall out, overheat, flat tire, whatever of the numerous fucking things that can go wrong with the car can happen. And if a cop pulls up, hey, car stalled out, flat tire, whatever, I need some help. Why the fuck do you have a hand on your weapon? Why the fuck are you ready to tase? Hey, you obviously got the call that my car stalled out. Yeah, I need some help. A conversation could have avoided all this violence. Needless fucking violence. And the worst thing is, it's never going to happen now. We're never going to be able to say, hey, you know what? Maybe if she, and again, I don't want to blame the victim, because once you blame a motherfucker who's dead, the fuck? I'm blaming the motherfucker who's still alive right now. Because unless that motherfucker had a weapon on him, the call was for him. He needed help. Oh, well, he should have listened to the cop when... Listen. If a woman calls the cops because she was raped, and again, I know the equation of rape to stalled vehicle, yeah, fuck you. Follow the analogy along. If a woman calls up and reports a rape, right? And you send two cops and the cops touch her, again, and she freaks out. If you blame her for freaking out, no. You didn't read the situation the right way. You didn't talk to the victim. And that's just it. Words can do a lot more than fucking, hey, what's going on, man? what seems to be the issue here? That never fucking happens. That never fucking happens. Not anymore. Last time I heard a cop say, hey, what seems to be the problem here was in a fucking movie. And to say, oh, well, in that position, you really can't give them time because you never know what's going to happen. Me and my friends, when I was in the military, even when I'm out, when I'm talking to anybody, I ask, if I was put in that position, I would rather wait the split second when a motherfucker reaches their hand in their pocket. If they pull out a gun and they shoot me, I'd die. But at least I wouldn't have. At least it'll be one of those. All right, you died, but you tried to do the best possible thing. Cause what would you rather have? A cop kill an innocent person, or a cop get killed by a bad guy? And again, oh, you want cops to die? It's better for them to die and the bad guy to live. No. I would just want people to have the opportunity for a trial if need be. Because guess what? Death is fast. Death is fucking fast as shit. I wouldn't want the motherfucker to kill me. I want him to do 20 years in a cell, bored to fucking death. Because that's worse to me. You shoot a motherfucker and they die. It's over. There's nothing you can't do no more. There's no more punishing that. But the fact that we have is fucking cops who, hey, I need you to show me your identification. I remember back when they shot some dude 41 times for reaching for his wallet after he was told to show their wallet. Philandro Castro, I forget the guy's name, who was killed in the car. He had a fucking license to carry gun on him. He told the cop. Fucking shot him, and then fucking was there in front of his wife and his kid in the back seat. What the fuck is going on here? There are numerous fucking videos online of whites in open carries and blacks in open carries. Matter of fact, I'm going to put the link in the description so that way you can see the difference. We're not making it up. It's been happening way too often for us to say, they're making it up. Cops are never wrong. What? There's been numerous cases of police going outside of the law. The 7/8 documentary about the dirty cops that were fucking running protection for drug dealers. There was a cop who was just found guilty for raping 13 women. And that's just it. He was found guilty of raping 13. Those were the best cases that those lawyers had at the time. 50 fucking women have stepped forward, but they only took 13 of them. There's been, God knows how many cops forced into retirement, or how many dirty cops have been allowed to retire because they don't want to fucking throw dirt on a motherfucking name. Come on. If you literally have something called, gangs have codes of silence. You're not going to snitch on a motherfucker in your gang because that's your family. They got your back. Roll up, cops roll up. Hey, you know who killed this person from this rival gang. Come on, say something. How would you feel if it was your mom? How would you feel if it was your son? How would you feel if it was your brother? But when the cops kill, they still have a blue wall of silence. And the idea of, what if it was your son? What if it was your daughter? That doesn't interfere with that. It's not all the cops that are bad. It's not all the blacks that are bad. But guess what? When you show up and you are in the neighborhood of bad blacks, do you give motherfuckers the, let me see who he is, let me see how he act, and then I'll fucking respond accordingly? Or do you show up ready for it to be World War III? So if you say, I'm not a bad cop, why is it anytime I show up around these black people, they treat me like I'm the bad guy? Because when your bad guys wind up on the news, wind up on TV, fuck does that show to us? None of them motherfuckers can take it. Because every cop that has signed up to be a whistleblower, be it Michael Moore for Baltimore, Maryland, or another cop who had to get transferred because other police officers stopped answering for his officer down. Officer need assistance. They just let that motherfucker go because he a snitch. But you're supposed to be better than the gangs. You can't be better than the gang when you're still doing the same shit. There was a list of cops who were in the KKK that was just on the news. What? It's fucking awful. Police have been doing despicable shit, and other police have covered up for it. That's not even me making it up. That's not even me over-exaggerating. Family. The only way I can even imagine it is that if we start holding these police accountable, and I don't mean just charging them for the crime, because again, take it to trial, grand jury, or whatever, oh, they declined to prosecute. The police who beat up Rodney King on video, that grand jury denied to take criminal charges. Sure, he won the civil, trial, but that doesn't have the same amount of scrutiny. They had to pay the money. The police station had to pay the money, which they didn't even come out of pocket for because it was paid by taxpayers' money. Can you imagine if you were at your job and when you fucked up, you didn't get fired, you didn't get sued, the company got sued, company had to pay, but nothing happened to you? What lesson would you learn? Don't get caught. Not don't do it again. And the shit is, nobody fucking wakes up and says, you know what? I'm going to beat up this black dude. I'm going to shoot this unarmed black guy. It starts small. Hey, a kick here. Somebody is teeing up, or what do they call it? Somebody is getting worked over, and you don't say anything when you hear it. Oh, this motherfucker shot, yada, yada, yada. And you want to get a couple hits in. It starts small. And then you get into a point where you can't dig yourself out. Police, you're supposed to be better than that. But you're not. Apparently, you're not. And if you say it's not everybody, the ones that are. You police, and you dealing with a motherfucker who does something illegal, immoral, unethical, report them. If you don't, you know better than them. There are two kinds of people in hell. Bad men and good men who do nothing when bad men do bad things. All right, family, that's all I got. Stay safe out there.